Some dreams are bigger than others. Some last longer, leave a deeper impression. Dreams of Africa are always big. I'm a photographer and I love wildlife. I've always dreamed of going to Africa. And now I finally get my chance. But first, you have to survive the 36 hours of travel to get there. Hey there! So I'm here in the Okavango Delta at our camp. We've only been here for one day, and I'll tell you, it was the best transit from an airport I've ever had. On our shuttle from the airport, which was a nice dirt landing strip in the Okavango Delta, we saw elephant, lion, leopard, zebra, giraffe, hippo, crocodile, baboons. What else did we see? Of course, we saw Impala as well. Now, that was only the first few hours here in the Okavango Delta. This is one of the richest area of game and wildlife in southern Africa. We're here in Botswana. We're going to be here for about 10 more days, so we've got a lot to see. I'll talk to you later. Hi there. So I'm in my camp here at the Okavango Delta, and we had a pretty exciting day today. We went out looking for, we were looking for a group of male lions, a coalition of 6 young male lions that we've heard were in the area. And while we were out looking for them, guess what? They came right here to camp. And we got a call on the radio from some of the workers here at the camp and said, you know those lions that you're looking for? Well, they just stole the tablecloth off of our table out there. So we came on back to camp and we found those male lions laying down in the shade right over there about 100 yards. And that means we really can't leave camp right now, at least not on foot. We can go out in the vehicle, of course. Now, I'm not in any real danger right now because it's a hot afternoon and lions are a little lazy in the afternoon. They like to sleep. And so those male lions are bedded down in the shade just a little ways over there. We know that they're going to be there for a while. As the heat of the day leaves, so will they. And that's when we're going to go back out in our vehicle and see if we can find them and track them. You do call a group of male lions like that a coalition. They are not a pride because it's just the boys out there. They are pretty big though, I'll tell you that much. Hi there. I'm at my camp here in the Okavango Delta. And you know, Africa is full of amazing sights, sounds, smells, and tastes. Now, it's a little hard to share the smells and tastes of Africa with you, but I can share the sights and sounds. Now, there's a lot of amazing sounds here in Africa, especially at night, because a lot of the animals here are nocturnal or very active in the nighttime. And the other night, it was a very, very active night around our camp, and we had so many sounds I had to record them and share them with you. Now, I'm going to play them and let's see if you can recognize what species is making all of these amazing night sounds. Hi there. So we're here at the Okavango Delta at a camp, and I'm underneath a sausage tree. This is the sausage fruit. And no, it does not taste like sausage, but it sure does look like one. Now, this is a sausage flower, and guess what loves to eat this? Something called the Impala. There are a lot of Impala here, and you know what likes to eat the Impala? Leopards. And they hang out in the sausage fruit trees, and then the leopards jump down and have a little lunch. Now, we checked this sausage tree out, so there's nobody up there. But these sausage fruits, you don't want these to fall on your head, now, do you? We've already seen some beautiful leopard here in the Okavango Delta, and I can't wait to go out again and find some more for you. Hi there. So I'm here in the Okavango Delta in Botswana, Africa. And this is an amazing environment. So many habitats here, from dry savannas to wetlands to brush forests. Now there are a lot of amazing wildlife that take advantage of these different habitats here. But you know what creates a lot of these habitats? Well, one of the things is right here to my right. This is a termite mound behind my shoulder. Now the termite mounds help build up the land, and then trees grow inside the termite mound and basically create islands and anchor the ground, because every year this place floods and fills up with water and the marshlands are replenished. And to the left of me is a floodplain here, and guess what? There's a wonderful antelope called a red leshwe behind me. The leshwe are a marsh antelope, and they take advantage of the floodplains, and that's how they stay alive. They eat the food in the grasslands and the floodplains, and also how they stay away from the predators. If wild dogs or African lions come after them, they leshwe run into the water. Now I'm going to show you a lot of different animals here that take advantage of the different types of habitats here in the Okavango Delta. So I'm here at my camp in the Okavango Delta. We're here in the Moremi Reserve in Botswana, and we are at a mobile safari camp. What does that mean? Now, a lot of you might have gone camping before. Well, this is like that, but a bit different as well, because we have to bring everything we need for about 10 days in the African bush. And we have a wonderful team of people from Botswana here to take care of us and to help us to move around. Every day we go out on a game drive, we go out on safari and look for animals. And that means that when we come home at night, after a long day, it's really nice to have a good hot meal and a way to clean up. And guess what? Our mobile camp takes care of all that. And I'm going to show you some sights and sounds and what it's like to be in a mobile safari camp here in Africa. We have an amazing group of people that cooks for us in a pit stove in the ground. We have vehicles that carry all of our supplies around, and we have some amazing tents and some amazing support crew here in Africa. So, it is my final day in Africa. It's a pretty bittersweet moment. We've had an amazing time here in the Okavango Delta in Botswana. Now, I'm getting ready to go on my final game drive, and I realize I've never really told you what a game drive is. Now, every morning we wake up here at about 5 o'clock before the sun is up, and we get ready. Our wonderful camp staff make sure we have a good breakfast, because we're going to spend about the next 6 hours in our truck, which is a wonderful old Land Rover, and we're going to be looking for game. Now, sometimes those animals are all over the place, hundreds of them, and sometimes we go looking for hours without a sign. Like this morning, we looked for a pair of male lions that had been rumored to be in the area. But, you know, After about 3 hours, we realized the sun was too high and it was too hot out. And those lions, they like to hang out in the shade in the middle of the day. And so do we. So we headed back to camp for a little lunch and then a rest while it's really hot. And now we go back out on game drive at about 4 o'clock. Right now it's about 3:15 and I'm just getting ready, getting my gear together so that we can head out there for the cool part of the evening. We're going to go look for those male lions and maybe we'll see the leopard that we saw last night. That would be really special. She was a beautiful female leopard high up in a tree, and we want to see her down a little lower. But instead of just talking to you about what a game drive is, let's go show you some footage from the game drives I've had over the past 2 weeks here in Africa.
Back foot covers the front foot.
Oh, okay.
So there's the front foot's here.
Yeah.
Back foot is there.
So it goes on top of each other.
And the faster he walks, then that gap gets bigger.
Right.
And you can tell which way he's moving by this here.
Well, it is my final day in Africa. I'm getting ready for my final game drive, and I have to admit I'm a little sad. It's been an amazing experience here in Africa. You know, safari means journey, and it has been an incredible journey for me. And I am so glad that I could come and take you along on that journey. I have made friends that I'll last a lifetime. I've seen animals I never even knew existed, and I have learned a lot. You know, it's nature that can be the greatest teacher. And you don't just have to go to Africa to go on safari. You know, you can go down the street in the woods behind your house, or go for a nature walk, because nature brings us closer together and it teaches us amazing things. So from Africa, signing off, I hope you stay wild.